Aloha everyone, and a warm welcome to another weekly update of vacation rentals here on the island of Oahu. I apologize, it's been very busy for me lately, so I've fallen behind on getting some videos out, but here's an update for the past week. 16 new listings, pretty good activity, and a couple really quality, kind of rare units I'll get to in a moment. And then 8 sold properties. And let's just jump into this first one over at Moana Hotel. So this is a studio on the 7th floor, 246 square feet, price of $169. Here's your monthly fees here, has some city ocean views. It's a floor plan with just obviously one single bed. Not a bad price in my opinion. Palms at Waikiki on the 6th floor. Studio 265 square feet, price at $310. City views, monthly fees here. Keep in mind it does include AC central and electricity. This is hotel furnishings. You can customize these units pretty much any way you want, but you just cannot put a kitchenette with a sink in the unit. The only sink allowed is in the bathroom. So it really has a hotel feel to it. And my partner and I will be having a unit coming on the market, Palms Waikiki, probably in the next week or two it looks like. Here we have a studio at Hawaiian Monarch on the 25th floor, 223 square feet, priced at $358,000. Canal mountain views, low monthly fees, and it does include electricity. And nice, this owner did a decent job trying to upgrade the unit somewhat. Wallpaper, still has popcorn ceiling. But I like that little rack there. Wallpaper at the end of the cabinets. I mean, nice little touches. You'll get some nice kind of sunrises over this way, but primarily Waikiki city view. That's within reason of the comps for a studio at Hawaiian Monarch. Here we have a studio at Island Colony on the 16th floor, 308 square feet, priced at $368,000. This is smallest floor plan for studios at Island Colony. Canal City mountain views. Here's your fees here. This is a pretty nice looking unit. And I just want to disclose too, I mentioned this in the past, but so yesterday I had a meeting with a realtor who's also an investor, and she thought you could only do nightly rentals at Island Colony if the hotel managed the unit. Otherwise, she thought you had to do 30-day rentals or longer. But that's incorrect. You can self-manage and you can hire a third-party management company. But if you want to have management as nightly rentals and not use the hotel pool, you have to sign a licensing agreement with the hotel. You have to sign a royalty agreement and also pay a front desk fee. And that adds 7 to 9% to your operating expenses. But I just want to be clear that you can do nightly rentals if you just want to self-manage or, again, use a third-party management company. But they did some nice upgrades here. They left the original cabinet here, the little kitchenette, countertop, upgrade the sink or the faucet. Same thing here in the bathroom. Did a new shower surround. Again, there's a fair amount of quality studios on the market right now at Island Colony, all around this price range. Some a little higher. Marine Surf on the 11th floor. No pictures of the unit, but this is a really good price in my opinion. Under $500,000, 392 square feet. I'm guessing this is going to escrow rather quickly. Here's your monthly fees here. Ilikai on the 4th floor. So they call it a studio, but 500 square feet. Most agents call it these one bedrooms. Even though there's a wall here, or there not usually, but originally there was a wall here that separated the living room from the bedroom. Quite a few people took it down. So some agents call them studios, but a vast majority of agents call these still one bedrooms. But priced at $560, this to me is a pretty attractive price. Challenge is though that you have the main entrance right down here. So you will be, and then you have Moana Boulevard. You can see a car right here. You will get some street noise, unavoidable. But I mean, mean, they've upgraded the kitchen. That's nice. It's open like that. I like this cabinetry here in the bathroom. That's pretty unique here. Have that open shelving. Looks good. If anybody wants to leave their feedback, we recently just took over management of a unit that has living room wall of mirrors. I'm not a fan. My partners aren't a fan, so we're probably going to take it out. But I've seen some units that have mirror walls that are highly rated. I'd love to get other people's opinions on if they think that's an attraction or better to remove. But this is nice. And I love that price. Ilikai on the 9th floor. See, here's again 500 square feet. They're calling this one a 1-bed, 1-bath, $650. This is a nice looking unit here. Again, also on the street side, so Moana side, so you will be getting some noise. Not too keen on these closet doors, the wood closet doors. I'd prefer to get those painted or maybe do something different. But obviously there's no wall separating the living room and bedroom. They're calling this a 1-bedroom. And I do like the fridge here. It's pretty nice. Waikiki Banyan on the 15th floor, 1-bed, 1-bath, 533 square feet, price is $735. So this building, they're now doing the pool deck renovations. Here's your monthly dues down here. Just keep in mind though that there's a special assessment running to 2028. Not many photos here, just 3. I don't know why they only included 3. But that's there's I think still over 30 units over at Banyan right now on the market. I just talked to an agent who does a lot of volume in the vacation rental space. He's got a listing in Banyan right now, so activity has been very slow. And he attributes it, and as do I and many other people, that the pool deck really has a lot of owners concerned about how guests are going to, if their guests are going to complain about that. But we currently manage 3 units at Banyan, and we just disclosed to guests about the renovations and expect noise, and we're still getting great reviews. Pacific Monarch on the 14th floor, $800,000, so 1-bed, 1-bath, 443 square feet. This is a great stack, and have some nice views here. $965 is your monthly dues. It needs to be remodeled. This is hotel kind of style. These units can be completely customized in any way you want. But nice direct ocean views. Obviously you have the tower right in front of you, but there's some nice ocean views. And the views are much better in person, especially when you get on the lanai here, facing the ocean. Really quality. And it can be rented out in this current condition and do pretty well. No parking with units in this building though. Has potential. I'd like to see someone pick it up. If I had a client, I'd like to see them get a little lower and have them remodel it. But there have been some units that sold in the high 8s, right around 9. Ilikai on the 21st floor, $869,000. This is a great stack here. And on one of the highest floors that don't have hotel restrictions, but yeah, you're gonna have great sunsets here. Obviously Magic Island, looking over the marina. Somewhat updated. Walk-in shower. I can see someone paying that price again for that floor and that stack. Ilikai Marina on the 19th floor. This is a 1-bed, 1-bath. Again, 500 square feet, price at $900,000. It's another nice stack to own in. Has been upgraded somewhat. Tile flooring. I would change some furnishings. I'd want to upgrade the kitchen. Also the bathroom. And there are some nice one bedrooms that have been renovated that have ocean views at Ilikai that they can book in the 350 range, even when it's not peak season. So here's a corner unit over at Waikiki Banyan on the 35th floor, Tower 2, Mauka Tower. One bed, one bath, and I didn't mention earlier that all the units do come with parking at Banyan. So these corner units are the largest floor plan at 594 square feet. They're asking $900,000. And here's your fees here. Now I have a client who owns a corner unit in this same stack on the 28th floor. He did a full renovation and he put a door here, took down part of this wall so it had the countertop wrap around here and put some cabinets here. Did a really stellar job. And he told me in December he did over 15,000. In February he did over 10,000. And I just had dinner with him. Let me just go back here really quick. These can be some really stellar views here. Sometimes you'll get some rainbows here if it's raining up here in the hills. And then sunrise, you'll get beautiful sunrises all along this area. But I just had breakfast with my client this past week, and he's averaging 85-90% occupancy, and seems like he's doing kind of about $10,000 on average a month now. But yeah, some really great Mauka views. Ilikai on the 8th floor. This is a one bed, one bath. $910,000. That's a pretty steep price here. But they did some custom finishes. Got the split AC. Obviously, this is all updated. We'll see. That's a premium for sure. All right, here's a nice unit over at Waikiki Sunset on the 15th floor. It's a 2-bed, 1-bath. Does come with parking. 604 square feet. Price at $1.2 million. I think there's only 62 2-bedrooms in Waikiki Sunset, and this is the nicest 2-bedroom I've seen in the building. I have some clients who own a couple really nice 2-bedrooms, but not as updated as this one. And my clients, I mean, they paid a lot less than $1 million, but I have told them repeatedly, like the past year, that I thought if they sold that they would definitely be able to get over $1 million, but they're on higher floors. They have much better ocean views than this unit. And if I recall correctly, I used to see this unit on Airbnb, sometimes booking over $600 a night. And I think that sometimes they were priced even around the $700 range just throughout the year. But with that, I mean, they did a really stellar job on this remodel. But one of my clients this past December, over Christmas time, we booked that unit to a guest for about a week it was close to $1,000 a night, which we were amazed someone paid. We loved it, but we were amazed. This is a nice feature here. I mean, they did a great job on this remodel. It's a rich price. I'd love to see him get it. My clients would be thrilled. But I was talking to a colleague of mine who does a lot of business in the STR space in Waikiki. He told me he has another 2-bedroom, like nicely remodeled, coming on the market soon, as well as a ocean view penthouse 2-bedroom that's going to be coming on the market soon. So I'll definitely let you know about that. But those, especially that penthouse one, that's a rare thing. I mean, that's going to be a premium property because those do not hit the market very often at all. Waikiki Shore, this is a studio on the 10th floor, $1.2 million. Your views here, 347 square feet. Low monthly fees here. This is a very basic building. Really no common area amenities. And this is the only vacation rental building in Waikiki that's located right on the beach. And this building is known more for appreciation than cash flow. I mean, they sell for a premium, obviously, for their location and the views. But it's hard to really make the numbers work financially, just based on the revenue. If you're looking for a decent return on cash. but I'm a big fan of the building. Last new list of the week is this 2-bedroom, 2-bath at Ilikai on the 23rd floor, priced at $1.5 million. This is more of a city mountain view unit. Your monthly fees here. So being on the 23rd floor, you do have the hotel restrictions on this floor where if you want to self-manage or use a third-party management company, you have to use the hotel's housekeeping and maintenance services, which add a considerable expense to your operating costs. But these units are all well maintained for the most part, split AC. And these will do well as rentals, but if you really want to maximize rental income, I'd recommend making your unit kind of similar to that 2-bedroom we just covered at Waikiki Sunset. Really put like a higher end custom touch to it. But people love this building. A lot of my clients, when they come look at properties here, this is their favorite building. Not all of them buy here because, again, some other buildings cash flow better. But the one unit, we have one unit that's the top 1% Airbnb unit, and that's a city mountain view unit in Ilikai. And we get a lot of positive reviews from the guests just about the building itself. Now moving on to sold. Moana Hotel on the 10th floor, 18 days on the market, sold for $170. Waikiki Grand on the 4th floor, sold for $350, 24 days on the market. Studio. Regency on Beach Walk, a 1-bed, 1-bath, on the 8th floor, $600,000. Waikiki Banyan, yeah, this one was multiple offer. This is a really good, obviously it was priced well. 27th floor in Tower 1, $740,000. 3 days on the market. Ilikai on the 14th floor, 14 days on the market, just below $800,000. Waikiki Banyan on the 35th floor. It's a nice looking unit here, $845,000. I'm still surprised, given all the inventory and the pool deck renovations, that some of these units are still selling for a pretty steep price. Kualima Estates West. This is a studio. $981,000, 167 days on the market. And lastly, this is a 2-bed, 2-bath on the 24th floor. This is a kind of a good comp to that one that came on the market, but this one does have ocean views. Sold for $1.575 million. As always, thank you for watching, and I will be back soon with another update of vacation rentals here on Oahu. Any questions at all, never hesitate to contact me. You take care. Aloha.